Peace to us all. So today let's talk about marriage, relationships in general, especially when it comes to abusive ones. And the big question people ask, why didn't you leave in time? Why did you have to stay for so long? Now let me tell you the story of an auntie. She was married for over 30 years. She never had a child in the marriage. I remember countless times family members would call for a meeting and ask her, why are you still in that marriage? Leave. And at that point, I saw the prospect that if she left, probably life would have gone on better with her. She would have met someone else, gotten married, and had children. But she was like, I'm not leaving today, I'm not leaving tomorrow. And in the course of that 30 years, I saw this man befriend another lady and have 3 children altogether with the lady. Very strong, beautiful children. Now I look back and realize my auntie could have had the same opportunity if she had made that bold step to move away. So the question is, why do people stay for so long? I guess when it comes to the reason why people hold on for so long, it's not just about marriage. It's about everything in society that we've worked so hard for. It could be a house, it could be a job, it could be, even if not marriage, relationships, a troubled child, sometimes even a pet, a clothes, something you hold valuable to you. And we've been conditioned in a society where we have to fight for everything, to gain everything. And at that point, when it's yours, you are the sole custodian and you have to do everything you can to make that thing work. So I guess it's that same mentality a lot of us carry into marriages. So that even if it's not working, especially for people who grew up in Christian settings where you are given the first 2 of brainwash, the Bible, and you are told in everything, go to prayer. Of course, a lot of women, I always say religion is not for everybody. And there are people who challenge that Christianity has worked for them, their relationships, their jobs, whatever it is. Congratulations to those people. But for some of us, Christianity has never worked. And the tools of Christianity have only brought us much sorrow. Because everything, they are like, just go back to the Bible. So even when you see all signs are not working, you still cling to the Bible, hoping that someday God will answer and eventually end up like this auntie of mine. Eventually, what took her to separate from the man was sickness. When she had to fight it all alone, that's when she realized that she didn't need a man anymore and she was able to let it go. Aside that, I remember in my neighborhood, there was a woman who was with a man for more than 20 years. As I saw them, they also never had any child. But already the woman had a daughter, so they lived with this daughter all her life. The man took care of the daughter, did everything. But it was all about the neighborhood that it wasn't his biological daughter. And they had issues, but they still tried. Eventually, they went their separate ways. This man got married to another woman. And just within some few months, this lady was pregnant. Now, this lady even has 2 children. Recently, there was also a story trending online of one footballer who was married to a woman for so many years. And they had children. It eventually turned out that none of these children belonged to the man. And then you go on social media and you see people like, when couples get married and start having children, there should always be paternity tests because women have given babies to the wrong men, all over the places and all that. And at the end of the day, I feel it all boils down to the conditioning of society. That's not to rule out the fact that marriages don't work. Of course, I've seen people who've had beautiful weddings. So many years down the lane, they're still counting, they are happy, everything going well for them. And only God knows the kind of work they put in to make those marriages work. But at the end of the day, it's important to understand that marriage is not meant for everybody. And not everybody will go into a marriage and be successful. Besides that, nobody even prays that I go in this marriage and it's not working. But you get there. Most of the time, people also say, well, I heard this person, if I listen to this person's advice, that, like I said, it's always like going into a business venture. Of course, people may tell you, don't try it, don't do this, that, don't buy that car. But within that moment, you needed it. And whatever it took for you to get it, you get there. And even when it's ended, I believe it would have served its purpose, So for me, at this point, I say there are no regrets. Everything is about lessons. And when you've learned your lessons and you're still alive, you'll be grateful and move on. Unfortunately, for some people, they stay too long till they are battered, they are abused, they are hurt, even some to the point of death. Well, whatever it is, maybe that was the price they had to pay. You never know. But, well, if you listen to this message and you're not married yet, I hope you do enough groundworks for yourself. You know who you truly are, and you put your statements out there before you get into that union. For those who are already there, and it's the best for you, congratulations. For those two who are there and struggling with the relationship one way or the other, I believe there's always a wiser way to go about some of these challenges. Like for me, having learned the ways of my ancestors now, I call upon them in everything to intervene. What is meant to be will be, what is not meant to be will go away on its own at the right time. Yes, so peace and blessings to us all.